You guys know, you all know by now, Star Wars is absolutely dead to me, alright? It doesn't mean anything to me anymore, specifically the sequel trilogy, alright? The prequels are still, they're there, they're in my heart. The original trilogy, some of the most iconic pieces of content, pieces of filmmaking ever, of all time. But Star Wars to me is a floundering puppet in the water. A floundering puppet. They were pulling the strings, they were doing the bits, people like, oh my god, Star Wars, no. Star Wars stupid now. Star Wars annoying, and this comes from someone who used to buy the extended universe stuff, the expanded universe stuff, the comics, the books. I have some comics here. I have some books here. I've got Darth Plagueis and Revan here. I was in deep. I've been deep for a long time, but now I'm done. Hey, NarendraTheComic here right now. We're just going to be reacting to, whoa, sounds crazy from what I just said there, but Star Wars, not official Star Wars, even though I think this type of shit should be official Star Wars, alright? Because fan films are the only good shit that's come out of Star Wars, in my opinion. The stuff I've seen for the last 5 years, for the past 10 years even, because they weren't making that much stuff other than the Clone Wars show, which I rather liked. Rebels, I also enjoyed quite a lot. Clone Wars probably better though. But fan films have really popped up. People put in a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of money, a lot of thinking into making their own products and building out their own world. And I think that's an incredible thing. It's something that should be done more. And Star Wars Theory kills it every time. Every single time he's putting out bits. The guy has been one of the icons, one of the forebearers, one of the guys holding the torch for the Star Wars community for about 5, 6, 7 years now. And his first fan film, I think it was called Shards of the Past, the Vader one. Real good stuff, stunning. And for the price they managed to put out that film for, that short film, it is really incredible. So this is episode 2, it's a cinematic, it's not technically a full short, but the Mace Windu vibe at the end of that one from about 2 years ago, I remember watching it. It was a weird one. I was going through some things at that particular moment for that like month that was a bit out of nowhere, but that one kind of grounded me and said, you know what, just calm down, let's get back to some Star Wars, hopefully some good stuff. And that was before Rise of Skywalker ended up coming out, and I can't blame Rise of Skywalker, I can't blame J.J. Abrams. He was just trying to do the best he could with the messed up ship he was handed by Rian Johnson. But this is all coming from someone, and my disdain for Star Wars is coming from someone who hasn't watched The Mandalorian. I just don't feel like I'm at the place yet where I want to take in that type of content, because it's done me dirty now, and it takes a long time to build up the support back, and I don't think I'm there yet with it. And I don't want to give them the AOK, like everything's all gravy now because you made one good show, if it is good, and it seemingly is. Apparently the stuff going on with the show is nuts. No spoilers, obviously. Please don't write spoilers in the comments, because I've not seen the show. I wouldn't know what you're talking about, but maybe I need to jump back on it. Maybe it's been enough time. Maybe I've spread my word of saying Star Wars has turned to trash. And maybe, just maybe, Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau are indeed the right guys, as I said about 4 years ago, to be taking over Star Wars and the Star Wars universe. So let's get to this episode 2. It's called The Amethyst Blade. Mace Windu returns. Let's get to it. Let's go. It always needs to say that at the beginning or at the end. Normally at the beginning. I like the sound mixing already. Oh, because the way episode 1 ended was they went to like a temple, and I think Mace Windu was like in the basement or something. You know. Windu in the basement.
Sir, we're in position.
Oh, he just force pushed him there. He force pushed him.
Commander Fox.
Damn.
Come in. Where is Lord Vader? Troopers!
Oh, is this it? I want to see it swing. Oh, you know what? Oh, without without any awareness from the other guy. Oh, baby. That's just painful. That's just painful. Aimlessly shooting, as stormtroopers do. At this point, I'm just like, the guy's scared, you know? Oh. That was a bit savage, you know? Oh, no. Damn. This is something the fans have wanted. Oh. Oh. Hey, baby! You know what? It's on point. Oh, okay, so this is Vader 2. Are they going to say anything else? It's got a bit of a purple hue to it, you can see, right? Okay, date to be determined. You know, it's a tough one, you know, because I think we're in a position where I want to see this. A lot of Star Wars fans would want to see this made by Star Wars Theory himself, but I remember the problem with this was he couldn't get investors in on it. I don't think. He couldn't monetize it. So he basically had to pay for it himself through like Patreon and other subscriber networks through that, as opposed to directly being involved in the making of the film. And I think that makes it a lot more difficult for an independent creator to try and produce something like this. This was obviously an animation, an anime, and I think it turned out really, really well. For 2.5 minutes, this was really, really engaging. And it's something, as I said, the Star Wars fandom have wanted for a long time, being like, just at least confirm 100% or deny whether Mace Windu survived or not. Because it seems like he didn't, but there's that chance, because there's not been that 100% confirmation, as far as I know, that he is dead. So he could be alive, just floating around the world. And with The Mandalorian and the way that's been handled and the way that people have said the show is very, very good and very true to the original Star Wars and the prequels, as bits of both apparently, maybe Mace Windu might show up in that if the timeline's right. I'm not sure where that's set. If it's set between 3 and 4 or after 6, I don't know. But it's something that could be very, very, very cool. And while I've said Star Wars is dead to me, I want it to come back into my life. I just don't know when that is and when the right time is for that. Because, you know, Disney did make one good Star Wars film. Rogue One, for me, had elements of the original trilogy in it. And I think it was the most grounded, the most the most impressive piece of filmmaking out of all the films, the 5 films that they did make over the last 5 years. So I wish they could maybe understand that. Maybe Gareth Edwards, I think he's the guy who directed that one, he had the right vision. Maybe he knew what he wanted to do and he was given some type of rein on it. But apparently that one had a lot of production problems as well, because people were getting involved higher up and they didn't like the things he was doing with it, even though apparently he probably had the right vision, because it turned out to be the best Star Wars film out of the lot. And all the others really just fall to the wayside. I still haven't seen Han Solo. I haven't seen it ever. That's nuts. That's crazy. That's unbelievable. I said I'm not going to watch it. I will watch it if somehow Rise of Skywalker pulls round and makes a good film out of a terrible situation. And he couldn't do it. No fault of JJ's. He tried to do his best. But Rian Johnson messed up this entire world. In one film, with $200 million and $200 million of marketing, he destroyed the strongest IP in the world and made it, honestly, relatively worthless in terms of the true fans. And I say true fans, you know what I mean. The fans who buy the expanded universe books, who buy the comics, who buy the toys, who watch the TV shows, who watch the animated shows. Those are the people who are really your bread and butter. Those are the ones you want for recurring revenue. And you shit on them, you shoot them in the face, you shoot them in the foot, and you expect them to just come back and just be happy with it. I don't know. I don't know. It's just annoying, man. It just is. I want to love it. I do. And maybe these fan films are the way for me to get back into it, because there have been so many. The Darth Vader fan film, the Darth Maul fan film, there have been a handful of others that have been so well made. They just hype you up a little. So maybe The Mandalorian is the way to go. I trust Dave Filoni. I trust Jon Favreau. And maybe I'll get Disney Plus in January or February. WandaVision's coming out, so I'll at least get it for that. Also, if I didn't say it, Star Wars Theory kills it every time. Single-handedly bringing the community back together. Anyway, guys, If you did enjoy this video, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel down there. If you didn't, then Mace Windu himself is gonna come after you. Might get Amethyst blade, purple blade. You don't want that. You really don't. So just subscribe anyway to avoid that. Now, I've been NarendraTheComic. You have been great, and I'll see you next time. That's tomorrow. If you don't know, make a video every single day. You've been doing it every day for over 2 years now. We ain't stopping till we get 10,000 subscribers. So do subscribe. Pop back again tomorrow for some more quality shitty content. Because the hashtag never not here. Just how it goes. We also bring the bakwas. Bakwas means nonsense in Punjabi. It's kind of what we do. Also bringing the quality shit and the bakwas and the nonsense on a daily basis. See you tomorrow. Skadoosh.